Good evening, everyone. We would always associate 2020 with clear eyesight, a clear vision. But the year 2020 seemed to have turned out to be the exact opposite. Our circumstances stifle our voices. We are not able to freely communicate with everyone. We lost chances of doing the things we love. We have not been able to sing more fully with everyone. But we found ways to make sure that we are able to do what we love doing, to be able to make significant connections with everyone. We found ways so that our voices will be heard. This year's Madz et al. Choral Festival will definitely be legendary in various levels and degrees. It is our choral festival in the time of a pandemic. It is our very first virtual choral festival. And despite us not doing things in the usual manner, it also allowed us to explore many other possibilities. This year, the festival becomes an opportunity to give birth to new works that shall definitely add to our body of choral literature. Tonight, Madz et al. Choral Festival opens with 10 various groups, mostly performing music with themes dwelling on the communion between man and the divine. As we also observe the Feast of All Saints, we invite you to also raise your thoughts, your voices in prayer. Our circumstances may have darkened our view of the world so that we say that 2020 has not given us a clear vision. But God invites us to listen more interiorly. He assures us that He sees our needs with unquestionable clarity. His is the clearest vision. Tonight, I welcome you to the celebration of light, love, and life. We give you Madz et al. Choral Festival 2020. Our voices will be heard.
Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Buongiorno, guten tag, bonjour, and buenos dias to everybody. Hello, hello. Today we have a very special edition of Madz Talk Plus because for 7 Sundays, we will now stream the Madz et al. Virtual Choral Festival. So with this, I would like to introduce to you a very important person who has always been also with this festival for the past years. I'd like to introduce to you is Pearl Reyes.
Hello, Pearl. Good evening. Welcome to Madz Talk Plus.
Hello,
Mabuhay,
Pearl.
everyone. Mabuhay, Ate Candy. Mabuhay, Kuya Alfred. Hello, world. It's so nice to be here.
So, Pearl is joining us kasi she is the coordinator, chief festival organizer, police, shepherd, big sister, lahat
Jack
na.
of all trades.
Jack of all trades of the annual Madz et al. Choral Festival.
But then again, Kuya Alfred, Ate Candy, for all our televiewers out there, FYI po, before po ako maging involved sa pagpapatakbo ng Madz et al. Festival, ay ang aking Kuya Alfred at Ate Candy ay nung panahon nila, during their time, sila po yung very much involved sa pag-aayos ng festival na ito. Kumbaga minana ko lang. And ito ay parang sort of reunion for the three of us. Kaya I feel so privileged, I feel so honored to be with them and, sharing this production with them. Maraming
We're also
salamat.
thankful for you to continue what we have started.
So this year, virtual nga tayo. But
yes.
What's so special about this year's virtual edition, Pearl?
This year is very special because we have we will be featuring 30 new compositions and 13 new choral arrangements and also 38 years na pala ang Madz et al. Yay! 2 years to go. 40 na tayo. Yay!
Tumatanda na.
For the past 40 years, this is the special baby of national artist Andrea Veneracion because for the past 40 years, she has been pushing, encouraging, telling all the Madz, lahat ng Madz na dumaan, sa semicircle na yan, ilang generations, she's been pushing us to go and teach choirs, go and share what you know, go and develop choirs. So, ito na yung output. So, this year, ilang choirs tayo this year?
66 choirs. Oh,
Wow.
Yes!
The pandemic will not stop us. That is why perhaps our title for this festival is very appropriate because it is Our Voices Will Be Heard. No matter what, we will keep on singing. So, speaking of 30 new choral works, new compositions written specially for this festival, we will kick off this festival with exactly that, a new composition written for his choir. So let's welcome Madz Nico Villanueva.
Shema Yisrael, Ephatha. Shema Yisrael, the first two words of the Torah, and found in the book of Deuteronomy, is a Jewish prayer that means, Hear, O Israel. The complete text reads, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Ephatha is an Aramaic word mentioned in the Gospel of Mark that Jesus said to heal a man who has both dumb and deaf ears. It means, be opened. This is a reminder that God is greater than all our circumstances. This is an encouragement so that our experiences of despair and grief may not stifle our voices. This is an invitation to put our trust in Him who heals, who is the Lord of all. During this time, we very much want to sing together. We want to sing alongside other choirs of the Madz family. But even if the pandemic prevents us from doing this, nothing will stop us from singing. Even in this crisis, our voices will be heard.
Sa puso hangarin ang kapayapaan. Salita'y tanggapin ng mataimtiman. Sa pakikinig, pinid na puso'y buksan. Bago hangarin, tinig mo'y mapakinggan. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Paano ba maring patahanin ang mga babala, mga pangitain ng maraming balakid na umangkin? Pilit umaari ng aking damdamin.
Paano patahimikin kalamayin? Mga himutok, hinanakit, hinain.
sa litay ng gabi ng daigdiman sa pakikinig inig na puso'y buksan bago hangarin tinig mo'y mapakinggan Daigdig ang Panginoon siya lamang sa puso't diwatas ibigin Ilalim sa puso kanyang mga utos gawin kalagahaning
Okay, for so many months now, this pandemic, COVID-19, which gave us a big and unheard difficulty, where there were no rehearsals, no choir performances, no meetings with our friends from the choir, it was really something difficult for us to confront. But then something beautiful came out of this, because out of the technology, the high technology that came out here, and our strong desire to sing and keep on singing, and also join other choirs all around the world to keep on singing, we have adopted this technology that is going on around the world, the technology of meeting people, even virtually.
Also before, the festival was limited to choirs here in Manila. Pero ang pinakamalayo na would be in Baguio City siguro and in Quezon Province. But now, siguro ang silver lining ng pandemic is that we are able to use technology sa ating advantage. And so now, we welcome choirs from other parts of the world like Europe, US, Colombia, and of course, dito sa Philippines. Mas marami tayong na-reach ngayon.
So one of the choirs that is joining us from far away, one of many choirs that is joining us from far away is this next performer, all the way from Santa Monica, California, led by Madz alumnus Sonder Choi.
Hi, we are the vocalists from the Unitarian Universalist Community Church of Santa Monica here in Los Angeles, California.
Hi everyone, thank you for inviting the Unitarian Universalist Community Church of Santa Monica vocalists to this year's virtual Madz et al. Festival. Napaka-exciting. Naalala ko when I was back in the Madz, ako yung nagre-record ng archival videos for Madz et al. Sa Film Life, which is gone now. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really glad that we can virtually come together and sing kahit na may pandemic. This is the silver lining, is that kahit na malayo tayo sa isa't isa, we can all sing together. The piece that we are presenting is a new composition of mine, Invitation to Love, based on the poetry of Paul Laurence Dunbar, an African-American poet who lived at the end of the 19th century, early 20th century. Dunbar is an underappreciated poet because of systemic racism in America, and that's why I chose to set his poetry. Enjoy.
Come when the nights are bright with stars, or come
sweet, O love, dear love. You are soft, soft as the nesting dove. Come, come to my heart. Come to my heart and bring it to rest. As the bird flies home to its welcome nest, as the bird flies home to its welcome nest, as the bird flies home to its welcome nest, come when my heart is full of grief, or come when my heart is merry. Come with the falling of the leaves, or with the reddening Come when the year's first blossom blows. Come when the summer gleams and Come with winter's drifting snow. And you are welcome. And you are welcome. You are welcome. Welcome. You are
For our show, we have the pleasure of still having our 4 regular segment hosts of Madz Talk Plus, who you met in the previous episodes. One of the segments that we will have later on, when all our participating choirs will perform the grand finale, singing our final song together, we will have our segment host, Jello Diamos, walk you through a rehearsal to actually learn the music of our finale song so that you, our viewers, can also sing along with us. So in case you haven't downloaded the score, you still have an hour or so to go to the Facebook page of the Madz Music Studio to get the score of our finale song, Our Voices Will Be Heard.
Now we welcome you to our Madz Talk, Madz et al. Special edition with one of our segment hosts who will give a short interview with a very interesting person so that it will enrich you and connect you to him. This very special person is Arnel Dipano, and he will be interviewed by the segment host, Enrico Lagasca.
In the roaring Catholic school, in the silence of my lonely room.
We are Nell. Thank you so much for joining me tonight in Madz Talk Plus, and very glad to see you.
Very privileged and happy to see you again.
Very glad that you are doing well and that you have survived COVID-19.
At the point in time where you're just lying in the hospital bed, there's nobody to call on except God. And COVID has brought despair and yet so much inspiration at the same time.
You are my light, the lamp upon my feet, and then dakila ka, O Diyos, tapat kang tunay, magmula pa sa ugat ng aming lahi. And all these like wonderful texts and melody, I feel like they're personal letters to our Creator.
I believe I was led to a very, very special niche in the music industry. I was led to first gospel, original Filipino gospel music. I do write both lyrics first or music first, but the end in mind is always there. It's to communicate the gospel, make it a point that the message is understood. When I write, I do not intend for it to be personal to other people. It's personal to me, but the way it has ministered to so many people through decades and across generations, that's not my work anymore. It's a special anointing for that, and my music has been blessed with that. I do not claim anything apart from also being a vessel of God's word to be written and to be communicated in a very, very special way through music.
Thank you for your beauty. Thank you for your wonderful works. Thank you for your artistry. It's such genuine love and care. It just emanates from you, from the whole family. I mean,
thank you, Annie.
Ingat, Kuya Arnel.
Dakilang Katapatan, composed by Arnel Dipano, arranged by Julius Teodoro, performed by Mandaluyong Children's Choir, Sebastian Trinidad, conductor.
Nagtanapay sa habang panahon.
as we have told you in the past episode, we are celebrating our 57 years this year. And through that 57 years singing in a semicircle, really, we have grown from one group of 20 to a lot more bigger family.
So we are probably several hundreds already in our 57 years, and believe it or not, yes, magkakilala kami lahat. Para kaming pamilya lang. This is Madz et al. Is like that reunion. So we thought it would be a good idea, dahil magkakilala kami, for one of us to introduce the other one.
And so, here is Miss Ana Abeleda Piquero to introduce the next conductor and choir.
Si Kuya Jerry, my loves. What can I say about him? Topmost on my list, isa siyang magikero sa keyboards. I met him sa parish namin. Baby pa ako sa musika. Grabe. Kahit sa key pumunta yung mga pare, kaya niyang habulin. Tapos pag wedding gigs namin, ano mo yun, kahit anong kanta, kahit anong key, kaya niya. Kaya until now, in my choirs, he's one of my most trusted accompanists. He was one of my first teachers sa choral world. Takbuhan ko siya nung beginner conductor pa lang ako sa parish choir namin. And sabi ko, Kuya Jerry, tulungan mo ako dito, paano ba to? And, you know, parating niya talaga akong tinutulungan. Ewan ko, chick boy siguro. Pero talagang mabait si Kuya Jerry. Super generous yan. Did you know that he buys the bread, yung bread talk ba? O, French baker ba yun, Kuya Jerry? Na yung pag-discounted na sa evenings, he will buy most of the bread and then he would go to the street children of Marikina and magkakaroon siya ng sarili niyang feeding program. Ganun kabait si Kuya Jerry. Mabait na, generous pa, napakagaling na keyboardist, napakagaling na composer, voice coach, conductor, name it, siya yun. I love you, Kuya Jerry.
all our 4 segment hosts will always be present for this Madz et al. Festival. So, lahat kayo, sige, magkamayan tayo, let's go on board, at buong pamilya, let's join the Madz for this et al. Edition.
Kahit COVID, paulit-ulit kasi yung pag-iensayo at pag-record ng mga choirs, and kadalasan, nakaka-strain talaga at nakakapagod sa ating mga boses.
So, our next segment host will help all of you choristers with some techniques about how you can take care of your voice. And for our viewers, ito na rin po yung kantahan or sing-along portion. So please don't just watch. This is your chance to get some vocal warm-up, vocal exercise, because now Coach Kat will give us some pocket tips with her sing-out session with Coach Kat.
Sing out session. Hi, this is Coach Kat and welcome to Sing Out Session Q&A, where I will be answering some of your frequently asked questions about the singing voice. Let's start with our first phone-in question. Hello po, Miss Kat. I am your #1 fan po. May question po sana ako. Para po ba gumanda ang boses, kailangan po uminom ng salabat everyday. Now, this is from Gabriel Reyes of Quezon City. Thank you so much for your question. Now, yes, ginger is good for the voice. Due to its healing characteristics, ginger contains a lot of antioxidants, and it has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial agents. But we also have to check if it doesn't dry our throat. So, if you find that ginger is too strong for you, you might want to opt for warm water with lemon or calamansi with a little bit of honey whenever you experience a little voice problem like sore throat. Alright, so I hope this can help you with your journey to a healthier voice. Thank you so much, Gabrielle, for your question. And thanks everybody for tuning in to Sing Out Session Q&A. Enjoy our next performers.
Hey everyone, I'm Sherwin and I sang with the Madz in the years 2008 to 2011. Fun fact is that my father, Samson Su, actually sang with the Madz as well, back in the years that I won't mention, just so not to age him. Another fun fact about our family is that despite me and my dad's membership in the Madz, it is actually my mother who is the most passionate when it comes to choral music. My mom, Irma Tansu, has dedicated her life and her career to really focus on nurturing choral music and representing the Filipino Chinese community to help a lot of talented youth and different types of choirs learn more about music and pursue their passion when it comes to this craft. And she has a lot of fruits when it comes to her labor, and one of them is actually the Dynamic Youth Choral. This is a group of very talented individuals. A lot of them I call my friends and have actually sang with them prior to joining the Madz. This is a group of individuals who are dedicated to creating music together to actually also represent this very important culture in Filipino society, which is the Filipino Chinese community. And so without further ado, I would like to present the DYC Choral as they sing Our Times in Love medley, again led by my amazing mother who I love so dearly, Miss Irma Tansu. Enjoy!
Love is for singing this little tune. Love is for writing on things and moon. Love is for writing songs that end in June. Love is for knowing I'll see you soon.
Love is for silly, silly things that you never think of doing. And all in a sudden little things have bigger meaning. 草地。我听见远方下课钟声响起，可是我没有听见你的声音，认真呼唤我姓名。
又回到最初的起点，呆呆地站在镜子前，笨拙系上红色领带的结，将头发梳成大人模样，穿上一身帅气西装，等会儿见你一定比想象美
原
啊。
来你是我最想有中的幸运，原来我们的爱情曾经到了那个境，那为我对抗世界的权利，那陪我流的雨，一幕幕都是你，一尘不染的真心。
那些年错过的大雨，那些年错过的爱情，好想告诉你，告诉你我没有忘记。在天空上的天星星，比起星空下的云雨，再一次相信我会紧紧抱着你，紧紧抱着你。Getting up at night and climbing up a tree so high, and then you try and touch the sky, and you ask why? 'Cause love is a wonder, and it's a thrill when you're under. It's when your heart's beating thunder, because it's love. It's for singing love. It's for singing love.
Hi, I'm Aldrich. I sang with the Madz from 2007 to 2010. Bago ko naging Madz, kasali na ako sa et al. As a member of CAC Choral. I remember my first et al. And that was 2003. Yun yung most memorable et al. Ko kasi doon ko first time na nadinig yung Madz ng live. At hindi ko lang sila nadinig ng live, nakasabay ko pa silang kumanta. So, palagi na kami sumasali ng Madz et al. Kasi ang daming mga positive experiences ng mga singers like making friends from different choirs and opportunity to sing with the Madz. And of course, yung privilege na ma-conduct ka ni Sir Mark Anthony Carpio. Ang dami naming natututunan dahil doon. So today, I am the conductor of Our Lady of Fatima University Choral. Nakasali na rin sa et al. Mula sa pagiging isang et al. Chorister, naging Madz ako. Ngayon, kasali na naman ulit ako sa et al. Bilang conductor ng Alto Choral. At syempre, para na rin sa pagpapatuloy ng legacy at mission ng Madz, patuloy kong sinishare sa mga tinuturuan kong choirs yung pinaka-importanting natutunan ko sa Madz. Yun ay ang pagkakaroon ng disiplina. So sabi nga ni Ma'am OA, as long as the discipline is there, nothing can go wrong.
Dear Lady of Fatima, we come on bended knee to beg your intercession for peace and
We earlier said that our participants for the virtual choir festival will come from far away, or for some choirs, really far, far away. So Pearl, how far away is far away?
Far away means way, way down south, South America, Colombia. And they are called the Universidad Autonomía de Bucaramanga, also known as the Coro UNAB.
Wow. How come they have joined the Madz et al? And who is this choir?
We met Coro UNAB in 2014 during the America Cantat guesting of the Philippine Magical Singers. And Sir Mark, Rafael, the conductor, attended Sir Mark's workshop. And then we became friends with them. And then, in the spirit of family extension, now they are able to join the Madz et al family. So we welcome them tonight. Yay!
Hola, somos Coro UNAB Colombia y vamos a interpretar una obra titulada Sola Camisola, de las compositoras Pilar Posada, Claudia Gaviria y en arreglo coral de Ricardo Jaramillo y Rodrigo Trujillo.
Sola Camisola es una obra de la región Pacífico colombiana, exactamente del Chocó. Es un departamento costero habitado principalmente por afrodescendientes, que aún conservan muchas tradiciones y ritmos africanos.
Una de estas tradiciones es el chigualo, un rito funerario que se realiza cuando muere un infante. Esta ceremonia suele ir acompañada de tambores, los lamentos de las cantaoras que dirigen el ritual y guían a los dolientes.
Sola Camisola cuenta la historia de una madre que ha perdido a su hijo. Esta figura femenina camina lenta y pesadamente.
En esta obra encontramos lamentaciones por parte de las voces femeninas y onomatopeyas de tambor por parte de la voz de los bajos, que replica el caminar por un sendero de dolor al ver que su hijo ha muerto y saber que a partir de ahora su camino estará vacío y marcado por la agonía que parece nunca acabar.
Sola la vi de venir, camisola, venida del otro lado, camisola, con un muchachito al lado, camisola, sola y acurrucada, camisola.
El coro de la Universidad Autónoma de Bucaramanga, UNAB, cumple 26 años de trayectoria. Su carrera comenzó con participaciones en concursos y festivales nacionales e internacionales desde 1995.
El grupo está integrado por estudiantes y egresados de varios programas de la universidad. Se ha consagrado como uno de los mejores coros del país de la mano de su director Rafael Ángel Suescún Mariño.
Siempre hemos tenido gran respeto y admiración por los Philippine Magical Singers. Esta es una gran oportunidad para mostrar nuestra música tradicional y poder compartir con excelentes coros. Esta es la razón principal por la que siempre hemos deseado participar en esta fiesta coral.
Sola la vi de venir, camisola venía del otro lado, camisola con un muchachito al lado, camisola sola y acurrucado, camisola sola, pero muy sola, camisola sola, solita sola, camisola sola, pero muy sola, camisola sola, solita sola, camisola sola, 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 vive solero.
We remember the lives lost during COVID-19 pandemic. We remember our loved ones, our frontliner heroes who have risked their lives so that others may live.
Our choristers from today's participating choirs offer their varied thoughts about this remembrance to inspire and to give hope as we remember all the lives lost.
The world we have is dying, but let us not be discouraged because there's a God above us. He will see us through. This we believe.
From ashes to ashes, a fire shall be woken, a light from the shadows shall spring.
People touch our lives only for a moment, and yet we are not the same from that moment on. The time is not important. The moment is forever.
The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind.
The best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or even heard, but must be felt with the heart.
If you cannot hold me in your arms, then hold my memory in high regard. And if I cannot be in your life, then at least let me live in your heart.
We must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey.
Come when the nights are bright with stars, or come when the moon is mellow. Come when the sun, its golden bars, drops on the hayfield yellow. Come in the twilight, soft and gray. Come in the night, or come in the day. Come, O love, whene'er you may, and you are welcome, welcome.
For life and death are one, even as the river and the sea are one. Stay safe.
Dakila ka, O Diyos, tapat ka ngang tunay. Dakila ang iyong katapatan. Pag-ibig mo'y walang hanggan.
Christopher Borella is one of the most prolific resident arrangers of the Madz, having produced choral arrangements that are both a delight to sing and even bigger joy to listen to.
Chris is known for his easy to understand and easy to love works of every song, be it patriotic songs, folk songs, love songs, and also very comic or funny works.
Now, we discover Christopher Borella, the composer. He composed this next work specifically for this Madz et al. Festival, and it will be performed for the very first time by the Philippine Women's University Vocal Ensemble. This is a timely and relevant work that carries all our supplications. Open our hearts and let's listen to this. Mga dasal tungkol sa pandemya.
kaligtasan. Turuan mo kaming magtiwala sa iyong pagmamahal. Kahabagan mo kami, aming Ama. Patawarin mo kami sa aming mga sala. Iligtas mo kami sa sakit, alisin ang takot sa aming mga puso. Ama, ito ang aming dasal.
I am an alumnus of Our Lady of Fatima University Choral under Mr. Philip Mabunga, which is also a part of the Madz et al. Circuit. And I graduated in 2013. 2014, I joined the Batch 1 of Sing Philippines Youth Choir, of course spearheaded by the Philippine Madrigal Singers and Cultural Center of the Philippines. And then same year, I passed the audition for Philippine Madrigal Singers. And actually, kabatch ko si Trisha Ilingan doon, which is also a member of Acapellago. She is one of the pioneer members of Acapellago. In-invite niya akong jumoin sa Acapellago. And yun, in 2014, I started singing with Acapellago. Everyone knows Miss Ana Abileda Piquero. Talagang sa conducting, talagang pinag-uusapan yan si Miss Ana, yung mga galaw niya. And sobrang fan ako, pati ng mga works niya, especially yung mga arrangement niya for the Madrigal Singers na talagang pinapakinggan ko simula nung high school ako.
High school pa lang ako, narinig ko na yung pangalang Ana Abileda Kasi yung mga pop choral arrangements ni Ma'am Ana, sobrang sikat talaga. Kaya nung pumasok na ako sa Novo Concertante Manila kay Dr. Arvin Tan, doon ko na nakita si Ma'am Ana sa mismong festival. So, starstruck.
Ang pinakatumatak sa akin mula kay Miss Ana Abileda Piquero, kahit na hindi ko pa siya talaga nakakadaupang palad, ay yung isa sa mga all-time favorite ng mga korista. At isa syempre sa paborito ko na kinakanta ng Madz, na nire-request ng lahat madalas, kada merong concert ang Madz, ay yung areglo niya mismo ng Circle of Life.
Ever since I became a chorister, I've always admired Ma'am Ana as one of the greatest female conductor in the country.
For our next performer, ladies and gentlemen, the JRG Visayas Chorale with Miss Ana Abileda Piquero, conductor.
of course, we have a very star queen for the segment host. And he has asked and insisted to be part of this Madz et al. Show. So we would like to introduce you to Queen Corona.
Presenting Her Royal Highness Queen Corona of Oriana.
Hello! As promised by your queen, I will be teaching you on how to become a royalty episode after episode. For today, allow me to impart my royal knowledge on how to become a royal choir member, if there's such a thing. Here are some of my do's and don'ts of a chorister. Every rehearsal, it is a royal decree to arrive early and be prepared. As they say, if you arrive on time, you are already late. Particularly now that choir practices are virtual, the better chance for you to be punctual. I am most certain that when we arrive at the rehearsal venue, there is an undeniable urge to have a chit-chat with one another, or perhaps grab a quick bite before entering the room, which I personally recommend. Otherwise, give yourself some ample time to organize your pieces very well. Make sure that the page numbers and the sequence are correct. I trust that you studied your scores at home prior attending the practice, right? More tips shall be imparted by your queen in the next episodes. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Adieu!
Hi everyone, my name is JC Jose and I'm one of the writers of Sana Bukas. Nung March 2020, kami ng Acapellago ay nasa Europe para magkaroon ng isang European tour. Pero unfortunately, naabutan kami ng lockdown doon at ang dami naming mga na-cancel na mga events. So, na-lockdown kami sa isang bahay at almost half a month kami na nandun lang kami at nakastay. Nung pag-uwi namin, dun ko mas naramdaman yung lockdown nung time na yon dahil malapit ako sa Maginhawa. Ito yung famous na street sa Teachers Village kung saan napakadaming restaurants at talagang masaya yung paligid na yon. Nung habang nagdadrive ako at nakikita ko yung mga saradong mga tindahan, saradong mga establishmento, parang nalulungkot ako, naiiyak ako na hindi ako sanay na ganito, na sarado yung mga tindahan. So, parang pumasok sa isip ko, sana bukas na. Sana kung kailan, sana bukas. Sana bukas na yung mundo para pumalik na ulit tayo sa ating dating ginagawa, yung lalo na yung pagta-travel at pagbibigay ng saya sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo. Pinarinig ko ito kay Almond at nagustuhan niya. Tapos in-improve namin yung melody hanggang sa tinawagan niya yung friend namin na rapper si Aiki at dinagdagan niya ng rap. Ayan, at nagkaroon tayo ng isang buong song, Sana Bukas. Sana bukas, sana magustuhan niyo po. Salamat po.
To perform tonight is the leading a cappella ensemble in the Philippines, having garnered top prizes consistently in local and international competitions. Their success is built on their high level of artistry, impeccable musicality, united vocal prowess, and to top it all, their management and music leadership that is being taken care of by Madz alumna Riva Ferrer Jose. Singing Sana Bukas, a compositional collaboration by JC Jose, Almond Volante, and Aiki Aplacador. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the Acapellago!
tagal ko ring nagtago sa dilim, naghihintay lang ng liwanag. Halos maglaho ang aking paningin, hindi na makaninag ng pag-asa. May pag-asa pa ba masilayan ang dating kulay ng pag-asa? Warisan na, bukas ay bukas na. Muli ang mundo.
Kahit tagal ko rin di na nadarama ang init ng iyong yakap, ang iyong ngiti at hawak ng mga kamay na araw-araw kong pinapangarap.
May pag-asa, may pag-asa. Sabik na kung makita ang dating buhay. May pag-asa, warisan na, bukas ay bukas na.
Muli ang mundo, bukas na muli. Sana bukas, bukas na muli ang mundo. Bakas ng hapdi ay mapapawi kung bukas na muli ang mundo.
Natatanaw ko na ang bukang liwayway, kasabay ng bandilang iwinawag ay why. Huwag malumbay, tuloy-tuloy lang sa pagpaypay, hanggang magningas ang pag-asa magkaroon ng saysay. Huwag kang susuko hanggang sa dulo, tuloy ang laban. Kung di na kayang humakbang, pilitin mong gumapang. Buksan ang pintuan ng pagkakataon, ito ang panahon ng umahon sa lalim ng pagkakabaon. Ngayon ang simula ng pagbangon.
Buksan natin ang ating mga bisig,
buksan natin ang ating mga palad, buksan natin ang ating mga puso habang sarado pa ang mundo. Buksan natin ang ating mga bisig, buksan natin ang ating mga palad, buksan natin ang ating mga puso habang sarado pa ang mundo. Kung sama-sama, kayang-kaya, muli tayong babangon, sabay tayong aahon. May pag-asa, umaasang bukas ay bukas na.
bukas na muli. Sana bukas, bukas na muli ang mundo.
Bakas ng hapdi ay mapapawi kung bukas, bukas na muli.
Bukas na muli. Sana bukas, bukas na muli ang mundo. Bakas na hapdi ay mapapawi kung bukas, bukas na muli
ang mundo.
Good morning, Popo. Hi, this is Ahmed with Source for the recorded line. I'm looking for JC.
The welcome features of the Madz Talk Plus is that you, our viewers, can actually sing along with the Madz. So we are going to share with you portions of our finale song, which is Our Voices Will Be Heard, which is arranged by who else but Mr. Robert Delgado. And our segment host for Madz Sing Along, Jello de Amos, will help everybody watching today join the rehearsal for portions of our finale song. So for the next 7 Sundays, you get to learn parts of the finale song so that everybody watching can actually sing along. So I hope you downloaded the score, which is available at the Madz Music Studio page. Now, let's start our rehearsal and we invite everybody to please sing along. So over to Jello.
Hi, Jello here and welcome to this pocket edition of Madz Sing Along. As part of the decades-long tradition of the Madz et al., all the choirs that you will hear tonight and in the following weeks will at the end of the program sing a festival song. And this year's Tutti song is, you've guessed it right, Our Voices Will Be Heard. It is a song from the musical movie Basmati Blues, arranged for this year's Madz et al. By Mr. Robert Delgado. Now, instead of learning the score in one go, we will be dividing it into parts, spread across the 7 weeks of the festival, so that by the last episode, you have already learned the full song. As always, last week we have already uploaded a score for your study. Kaya kung hindi nyo pa nada-download, please do so that next time, you can easily sing along with us during our rehearsals. Let's begin! We'll start off with the part of the song that occurs the most times, and that is the chorus. Para sure na makakasabay kayo every week as we sing this very dynamic arrangement of this part. So, let's all together read measures 39 to 47. The chorus is an interesting call and response, with the ladies singing Our Voices Will Be Heard, and the men answering with an inviting Together All. Let's start with the sopranos and the altos. As you sing Our Voices Will Be Heard, it is important to remember that the melody is with the altos. So sopranos, medyo backup lang tayo ng kaunti. But keep the confidence, especially dun sa nagbabagong tono nung wow part ninyo. For that wow, we will be swinging the last 2 8 notes with the second note sung staccato. That means cut short and abruptly. Let's listen to the mad sopranos and altos as they sing this part.
And our voices will be heard. Whoa, 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 our voices will be heard.
Now sopranos and altos, sing along with the Madz. Ready?
And our voices will be heard. Whoa, 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 our voices will be heard.
Great job. Sa tenors and basses naman tayo. Tenors and basses, you respond to the ladies by singing Together All. Now, to make it more colorful, we'll put in a nuance sa word na all. Dito, we will do a fortepiano on the onset. So malakas, tapos hihina. And then, we will swell it with a crescendo. After that is an all voices, sung in syncopation or offbeat. So make sure to keep it detached and even. Pakinggan natin ang Madz tenors and basses.
And our voices will be heard. Together all voices together all voices together all voices together all will be heard.
Now, tenors and basses, sing along with them. Ready?
And our voices will be heard. Together all voices together all voices together all voices together all will be heard.
Okay, now that we've gone over those parts, it's time to sing together. Keep the energy up, feel free to move your body and dance, and of course, don't forget to smile. Here we go with the chorus.
And our voices will be heard. Together all voices will be heard. Voices together all voices will be heard. Voices together all voices will be heard. Voices together all voices will be heard.
Great job, everybody. Now, alam na natin ang chorus. Enjoy singing along with the festival choirs of this year's Madz et al. Virtual Choral Festival. See you next week for another bite-sized edition of Madz Sing Along.
For the past 38 years, the AL Festival and to the festival song where all the participating choirs sing together as one. This year, we continue that tradition even when we are far apart.
Before we bid goodbye and say goodnight to everyone, we would like to thank our co-presenter, the Cultural Center of the Philippines.
We would also like to thank all the participating choirs who continue to come and to sing together year after year after year after year. So before we sing the final song, we'd like to invite our viewers. You have had the chance to rehearse with the Madz earlier. Please join us as everyone sings this finale, which carries our hopes and dreams, which carries our resolution, our commitment. Despite this pandemic, our voices will be heard. Good night and see you next Sunday.
Good night.
Good night. Mabuhay.
Look at all the places we have gone. There was a time we used to live as one.
Look at all the things that we have learned.
The way we rise, so we fall and burn.
Why do we say that we went off the path?
See, I'm where I am, 'cause of where I was at.
Let's keep ahead, and our voices will be heard.
Whoa.
Our voices will be heard.
Whoa.
Modern day and past the labors one. We share the light, the heat from our song. Living here from lost in a crowd. A village it takes and we will be found. Sometimes we hold back the things we want to say, but Lord never live just to fight another day. Let's keep ahead, and our voices will be heard. Together, 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 our voices will be heard. Sometimes our hearts break and sometimes our souls break, but know that we're never alone. Sometimes our dreams take longer than we'll wait till one day we find our way home. So keep on ahead, our voices in time will be heard. Yeah, our voices will be heard. Together, our voices will be heard. Together, our voices will be heard. Together, our voices will be heard.
Anytime we find our way home, hey, but first we make ourselves known. Hey, there is way to each pain, no matter how small it may seem. Over time we make our way home. Hey, in the streets we sing you a song. Hey, may the light in our hearts give us strength to guide us along. And we'll see the change, the seed is in our palm.
Together our voices